All right, everyone. This is Andrew's Movie Corner back with you once again. Now I'm going to do a different video. This is my Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection, VHS Collection, October 2025 edition. Yeah, it's been 2 days since since the 31st anniversary of the beginning of the Masterpiece Collection line. And yeah, I know there are some titles that aren't part of the Masterpiece Collection line, but use the Walt Disney Company intro. I thought I'd include them. I know Toy Story, Bug's Life, and Great Mouse Detective and Pinocchio are not part of that line, but I included them anyway because they all use the Walt Disney Company intro at the beginning. I know Pooh's Grand Adventure and Old Yeller aren't part of the line either, but they use the logo, Masterpiece Collection logo. Anyways, let's get started. And this is all the talk. I'm not going to do as much talking except for reading the print dates. Okay? All right, I'm going to be silent except for reading print dates. Print date on this one's June 18th, 1994. Print date on this one is June 3rd, 1994. Print date on this one is September 23rd, 1994. This one is sealed, so I'm not opening it. There's our cartridge number 34. Yep. Print date is September 9th, 1994. Print date is August 17th, 1994. Print date is November 16th, 1994. Print date's February 25th, 1995. Print date is January 10th, 1995. Cartridge number 2 out of 14. Print date is August 5th, 1994. Print date is September 26, 1994. Print date is August 7th, 1994. Print date is September 29th, 1994. Cartridge number is 1 out of 8. Print date's August 19th, 1994. Print date's August 15th, 1994. And this next one, I know it's not part of the line, but it uses the logo, Masterpiece Collection logos. This is the Spanish dubbed copy of Aladdin. Yeah. I last checked this tape before I moved here, about a couple months before I moved here in 2022. Yeah, it was about over 4 months before I moved here. I last checked this tape. Yep. Print date is February 23rd, 1995, and I'm gonna prove it to you that this has the Masterpiece Collection logo. If you'll excuse me, I'm gonna get out my VHS rewinder for this job. Let me do that. And here it is. This is my one-way Kinyo VHS rewinder. Paste. Alrighty. We'll pause here. Alrighty. See, I've rewound it to the beginning. Let's turn the TV on. Grab the remote, the Fire TV remote. Let me get it over to the VCR channel. Cable antenna. Here we go. Let's pop it in, and this is gonna be your proof. Alrighty, we'll need to kill the lights for this job, so I can show you a bit of proof. And there's that dialing noise. That's old. Watch. This is cool. My VCR heads might need some cleaning again. Alright. Alrighty. Let me rewind it. And we'll pause here. Now you know. This uses the Masterpiece logo, even though it's technically not part of the line. Okay. I'm going to be silent the rest of the video. Unless I'm reading print dates. Sorry, my camera doesn't always want to focus. Print date's December 9th, 1994. Yeah. Print date's January 28th, 1995. One's got a cartridge number of 291 out of 700. Okay, should work now. All right. Print date's August 17th, 1995. Print date is July 27th, 1995. Print date is August 8th, 1995. Print date's July 8th, 1995. Print date is April 5th, 1995. Print date is July 9th, 1995. Print date is January 16th, 1996. I mean, I think that might have been last year. I showed you proof that this is still the March 3rd, 1995 VHS, despite it being printed in early 96. Print date is May 19th, 1995. This copy of The Sword in the Stone I have had the longest. Absolute longest. Print date's July 22nd, 1995. Sorry about that, guys. Print date's June 16th, 1995. Print date's June 10th, 1995. Print date's July 7th, 1995. Cartridge number is 2 out of 153. And this is the French Canadian tape. This one actually works just fine. I remember buying another copy of this and I didn't know it was going to be damaged. But this one actually works just fine. Print date, January 19th, 1996. I think my camera's getting a little tired. That might be why it's not one to focus. That could be half asleep. Print date is March 9th, 1996. Print date, March 26, 1996. Sorry, my camera's not wanting to focus. Print date is March 3rd, 1996. Print date is March 8th, 1996. Print date's January 19th, 1996. Print date is December 14th, 1995. Print date's January 7th, 1996. Yep, this is a more common version of Pocahontas 1996 VHS. Masterpiece Collection logo. Yep, this is a more common version. This one was printed January 7th, 1996. This one has a white sticker label. This one was printed, come on, April 2nd, 1996. Was printed April 23rd, 1998. So this is a reprint, but I know this has 96 previews from, yeah, 1996. Print date is September 24th, 1996. Print date is March 29th, 1996. Print date's May 26, 1997. Print date is December 8th, 1997. Print date is September 25th, 1996. All right. Print date is May 30th, 1996. Printed on the day of my graduation, but I didn't graduate in 96. I didn't even graduate because I wasn't even born yet. Print date's December 27th, 1997. Print date is February 10th, 1996. Print date on this tape is April 10th, 1996. I've had this one an extremely long time, for the record. Print date's February 26, 1996. Print date's April 18th, 1996. Yeah, this one I know is in the wrong clamshell. in a 1980s clamshell. Yeah, but that's the way this copy came. Cartridge number is 22 out of 231. Print date's July 3rd, 1996, printed day before Independence Day that year. This one was printed July 15th, 1996, and this is the white sticker label copy. Now I know Toy Story is not part of this line, but yeah, I showed it anyway. Well, some of you are showing, why are you showing Toy Story? It's not even part of the Masterpiece Collection line. Well, yeah, I know that's true. It's not part of the Masterpiece Collection line, but has the Walt Disney Company intro at the beginning. It's kind of like, yep, kind of Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection style previews. Yeah, that's the reason I'm showing these copies of Toy Story, even though it isn't part of the line. So it was printed August 30th, 1996. This one has two print dates. First one goes as far out as April 17th, 1996. Second one is September 18th, 1996. This one's going to stay sealed. And 296 Canadian printings. And this is the one that's ruined at the end. Yeah, plays good all the way up till that point. Printed, no, cartridge number is 6 out of 432, I'm sorry. You can see right here, yes. Yep, this is where the tape snapped off. I think I told you that. I've told you that, so I just want to show you that so you guys know in the future. And this is the better copy of the Canadian printing of Toy Story from '96. Yep. Although it was a little bit moldy for a while, but I was able to get that mold off. Yeah. But I'm not going to tell you how I got it off. Though it's a secret that you guys don't want to know. This one's got a cartridge number of 100 out of 185. Says it was printed December 15th, 1998. Alright, I want to show you a quick example of Masterpiece Collection style previews from this copy of Toy Story. This is my nice copy of Toy Story. So you can see the evidence of what I mean by this having Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection style previews. Before I show show you the behind the scenes look at it, okay? The videotape, that is. All right, this is kind of the ending, kind of the green warning, appeal warnings.
From magical movies to unforgettable adventures.
See, that's the Walt Disney. It's the beginning of the Toy Story 2.
You can always count on something new and exciting from Disney. And now, Walt Disney World celebrates its 25th anniversary. Join us for a special preview from Walt Disney Pictures.
Coming to theaters this Thanksgiving.
There's always something exciting for everyone from Disney Interactive.
Okay, oh yes,
Enjoy all the magic at home with these great Disney movies coming to video.
Walt Disney has given us the greatest movies coming exclusively to video.
Thanks for joining us for this special preview. And now, our feature presentation.
Well, even though this Toy Story tape uses the gold Walt Disney Home Video logo instead of using the Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection logo, well, it still has similar Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection previews. Alrighty. Thanks for being patient with me as I was showing you that Toy Story kind of has similar Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection those bumpers kind of would be used on some of these some Masterpiece Collection tapes in '97. Yeah, similar. Alrighty. Here's the story behind Toy Story. This is the making of Toy Story. Alrighty. I'm going to be silent unless I'm reading the print dates. Okay. Print date's October 30th, 1996. This tape's 29 years old today. Print date is April 12th, 1997. Yeah, this one is a little damaged right here at the very beginning of the tape, but the rest of the tape from there on out plays fine. This one was printed March 13th, 1997. And this one's staying sealed, so we could make some money off of it if we do end up selling it. Alrighty. Cartridge number is 69 out of 102. Print date's January 13th, 1997. Print date's January 27th, 1997. I'm keeping this in its shrink wrap because it's a lot of money. You need to leave it this way, selling it, so it can keep its value. Cartridge number is 11 out of 138. And we're going to stop here for part 1. We'll continue on in part 2.